How does one know where one calibrates spiritually? Hello and welcome. I'm Dr. Troy-Munson. I have some people question me about what is this calibration? What do you mean where I calibrate spiritually? Where is my dominant thought process going on at this time? Where I am in life, in everything that I'm experiencing, and everything that I'm calling into my experience. Everything that you're wanting, everything that you're seeing in your life are things that you're quote unquote asking for within your own mind. But ultimately, how do we know about approximately where somebody might even calibrate? Is this a person I should even follow? Is this person more vindictive? Is this person is living in hatred, or are they living in guilt and shame? How do I know? Should I even read this book? Everything in our life actually can be calibrated, meaning how high or what is the level of truth and light and love within each individual. Now, at our core, we're all one and the same. We all are cut from the same mold, so to speak, but because each of us have our own egoic tendencies, we tend to have dominant mental ideas where, let's say, some people are very vindictive and they live in a constant state of blame and shame and apathy and guilt, where others seem to be filled with light and love and peace and are a joy to be around and constantly tell everybody and everyone that they love them. And they're just a wonderful, beautiful person that is so easy to be around and to get along with. So there's everybody in between. Now, interestingly enough, where we are and what we calibrate as, or where we function at, is a sense of our willpower. So let's say that you have a strong willpower to make yourself do anything, and you can stop anything, and you can do stuff, and you can go make yourself read a book, or go discipline yourself to go work out and maybe play sports or exercise or eat right or whatever it is, or quit smoking. As your willpower gets stronger, all of a sudden you'll find people on a spiritual path that were smoking, and all of a sudden they find themselves just simply letting go of cigarettes. Hey, I don't want to smoke anymore. That means their willpower has gotten to a certain degree of power, because the infinite will, the will that is God's, that He has given each of us, is without imagining. I mean, it's infinite. You can do anything with that will, because it is pure creative force. It is love itself. It is light itself. It is all creation, all bottled up into one. That is the will. But our willpower is very different. Our willpower tends to be dominant where we are spiritually. So let's say I'm apathetic and I don't feel like I have much power, and I'm constantly blaming. I'm not feeling very well most of the time. I can't hardly make myself do anything, nor anybody else, or accomplish anything. That would be kind of your willpower at the level of apathy. And so as we begin to have these ideas that percolate in our mind that maybe I'm not so pathetic, maybe I am wonderfully and fearfully made, maybe I am love, maybe I really do enjoy love itself, and maybe a good book, and I enjoy laughing, and I don't take on other people's negativity, and I don't allow people now to tell me what's what. And so I've got a little bit more courage, a little bit more neutrality, maybe a little bit more willingness to love with reckless abandon. Maybe I have read some books and now I've got some reason inside of me, and I can reason things out, and I realize my thinking is not very clear, and now it seems more clear because I've used a lot of reason. Now I'm up in the levels of love and unconditional love, and I'm feeling more and more peace and more joy within. That's kind of the way of things as we travel upwards, and all of a sudden we find our will power being much more potent. Hey, I don't want to entertain those thoughts anymore. I don't need people like this around me. I don't need situations like this around me. I don't want these kinds of things in my house anymore. And so we go through this kind of cleansing process where our will power becomes much more potent. That means we're on the right track, or at least elevating in terms of our spiritual development. So it's one other way that you can actually tell, how am I doing spiritually? Where am I at? Am I on the right track? Do I have a good sense of willpower? Can I make myself do things? Can I allow myself grace? Can I allow other people grace? Can I simply stop the negativity in my own mind and actually turn my thoughts over to light, to peace, to love more frequently, and I'm more aware of it? All these things are great indicators that, hey, your level of development is quite elevated. And so this is just yet another tool I wanted to bring kind of some light to and let you play with a little bit and see what you think of it, and notice other people and how they're doing and what they're doing and how do you fit in. These are other indicators. Who's around you? How can I be of a better support to those that I love the most around me? So anyways, I hope this is helpful. Till next time, I'm Dr. Troy Munson.